I have this unfinished piece of wood. I get a lot of my wood from Hobby Lobby. This brand is Woodpile. It's $5.99, but I get it when they're doing their 40% off on the wood, which is every other week in our location. And I'm going to start by applying some Wise Owl Snow Owl. Now, I don't need a complete coverage, but I'm just going to put my first coat on the board, and then I'm going to allow that to dry. While that's drying, I have the word relax, and these are actually chipboard letters. You can also get these from Hobby Lobby, and you can use wood letters if you prefer. And I'm going to paint them with Wise Owl Anchor. I found these napkins from Christmas Tree Shop, and I really just love the image. I thought it looked really pretty. And when you're decoupaging with a napkin, you need to remove the different layers. So this napkin had a total of 3 layers, so we want to remove 2 of them. If you don't remove all of the layers properly, then when you go to decoupage, it will not adhere the proper way. So once I had the layers removed, I'm then going to take some Wise Owl 1-hour enamel clear. You can also use the Wise Owl varnish or some Mod Podge. And I'm going to start by applying it with a Gen foam brush to the right half side of my board. And you want to make sure you put a good amount on. You don't want to oversaturate it, but you do want a good amount so that the napkin adheres properly. Then I'm going to lay my image that I want on the board down onto the 1-hour enamel. You can see there's wrinkles and bubbles. That's why I take the saran wrap in my brayer and I go on top of it. And this really helps eliminate the wrinkles and the bubbles. And then you want to apply another coat of the 1-hour enamel clear while everything is still wet. And you could just tear the other half of the napkin off. It usually rips off pretty easily. If it doesn't, you can use some sandpaper. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the left side of my board. And I'm going to make it so that the napkins meet in the right spot. And it's going to be somewhat noticeable, but once you add the other stuff, it will hide that seam. So again, the saran wrap is really going to help eliminate any wrinkles and bubbling. If you do not have a brayer, you can just wipe your hand over it, but the brayer really will give you the best outcome. So I really recommend one. We get ours off Amazon, or they also have one at Hobby Lobby. This is the Mod Podge brand, and it works pretty good. And then you're going to give it another top coat of the 1-hour enamel clear. And then just remove any excess napkin. And then you want this to dry. I do have a small section all the way to the right here that the napkin didn't cover, so I'm just going to piece that together as well. And we're going to use all the same steps. And now you want this to fully dry. Look how pretty that looks, all with the napkin. Once everything was dry, I then took my word relax and I laid it on top of my board. And I just centered mine on the board. You can use smaller letters and put it up in the top right side, and then you have more of the image showing, really whatever you want. And I'm going to adhere those using some hot glue. Once everything was adhered and dry, I'm going to take a very small amount of some Wise Owl Snow Owl paint, and I'm just going to dry brush it on top of the anchor. I just like the look this gives. And there we go. Now we have this very easy, relaxed beach sign made from napkins. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, transfers, tissue paper, and stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage as well. Have a great day.